Welcome back to Chow Time Pod. It's your host, Red. And a video today from Man Guide. Modern women are upset. Only 6.5 men out of 1,000 are actually trying to get married now. Please subscribe down below. I really appreciate that. Ciao. It's Chow Time.
I just got home from work and I was looking at the comments in my last video. There were so many. Oh my gosh, that is very overwhelming. But I've seen a few comments like this, and the only reason that I picked yours, Wes, was because yours was most recent. I'm not calling you out in any type of way, but I'm genuinely curious why y'all are saying no to marriage. Like, I just want to know. So if you feel like sharing those thoughts, feel free to drop a comment. Men, female, anybody who feels that way about.
They have no clue. They know nothing about our channels. They know nothing about our space. They don't come here and watch and listen to us speaking about these issues, speaking over these talking points. They don't give a fuck. But look at where we are now. They're starting to ask. They're starting to wonder. I think it's a good thing.
About marriage, please just let me know why, because I'm genuinely curious. Like, even after having somebody literally tell me I do not want to marry you, and I had to break up with them because they weren't gonna do it, I just feel like I would still get married.
Yeah, because it's benefits
the right person, because marriage could be a beautiful thing, and I do believe that there are faithful people out there. There are people who are not playing games. There are people who will love you the way that you deserve to be loved, or the way that you love. You know, there are those people out there for you, and I don't know. I just want to know. I just want to know why. So if you want to let me know, drop a comment. Thank you. Bye.
I think the more I do this divorce documentary, I think that women are evil when it comes to divorce.
Wholeheartedly.
I interviewed this guy. Oh my god, it was so sad. He literally showed me texts, like messages, printed, because I make them bring in the document, because then people will say they're lying or whatever, so I make them bring in the actual like documents. She literally said to her friend, "I wish he would hit me," because she was trying to get him to hit her so she could take the kids and like bring that to court.
Wow.
Even though
that is
and
crazy.
she admitted to hitting him multiple times, and then she didn't let him see the kid for a year. And then she went to court, and guess who still got primary custody?
They did.
Isn't that crazy?
All out of breath now. You got that power over me. My life.
Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I ended up in this situation.
One of the saddest stories I ever came across is when one of my clients, a husband, he was going through this illness, which was terminal. And because of it, his wife decided to leave him. Not only did she leave him, she wanted half the property, she wanted child support, and she was even claiming spousal support. The ironic thing is, if she would have stayed with him once he passed away, she
would have gotten all of it. What the? Oh my God. People are so dumb. Dumb. If you were a loyal, loving wife, you would have just gotten everything. He was terminal. Oh my God, I'm upset. I'm quite upset by that now.
would have gotten most of the assets.
What can you do if your ex is purposely not working to avoid paying support? You can ask the judge to impute income. Imputed income is income attributed to someone even though they're not actually earning it. You will then hire a vocational evaluator to prepare a report regarding your ex's employability as well as earning capacity.
If my spouse is spending money on their side piece, can I get that money back in a divorce?
We call this the hookers, drugs, and girlfriend exception. Here's the thing. Generally, marital money spent during the marriage is just considered marital expenses or marital debt and therefore is equal in the divorce. But if you're spending it on drugs, or you're spending it on the craps table, or you're spending it on your girlfriend or your boyfriend, the other side can call that wasteful dissipation and ask for that money back.
This is the Ivy League version of I don't want no scrubs.
Oh,
this is a real study that was done through Cornell University that said a shortage of economically attractive men. There's not enough men who are economically attractive. That may be one of the reasons why marriage is on the decline. Now, marriage is at its lowest in about 150 years in America, the marriage rate.
I think it's funny. So men aren't economically viable to be married. Men are the initiators of marriage, you dumb idiots. If we don't want to get married, you're not getting married. It's not that we're not eligible. No, we choose not to.
Now, what do they mean by economically unattractive? They said it's somebody who either doesn't have a bachelor's degree, so that's prospects, or a stable job making $40,000 a year or more. They said one reason might be education. The lead author said, this is a rough quote, "Many young men today have little to bring to the marriage bargain." And he talked about how women are going to school more because they want to, bring more to the table to get better jobs. I'll say this. This is your sort of piece of money advice. And this doesn't just come from me. It comes from Warren Buffett. He says that the biggest, most powerful choice you will ever make in your life is choosing the right person for the right reasons. And that will make a big difference in your success.
The 40K is a massive lie. There's no way a woman with a degree or various degrees is going to marry for a man who makes 40K.
True.
Unless if she's working at Starbucks and has a truckload of debt. Pairing the 40K with the degree hides their lie by making their standards sound reasonable. But it gives them room to disqualify any guy who makes less than 100K, as they can say, he doesn't have a degree, he's not educated. Besides, us men in the MGTOW are not sweating this. The educated feminist is the most insufferable creature out there. She's going to flex her so-called education, more like indoctrination, and tear your ear off with feminist nonsense and factoids. She's gonna have a superiority complex to any man who doesn't match her supposed credentials. Even though a bachelor's in geology is far more superior than any B with a master's in education and PhD in gender studies. If education is so important to these modern women, then they can marry each other or themselves.
Pretty much.
Let's see the comments. Top comment says, any woman above 30 who says she's not going to settle ends up settling every time. That's true, but not today. Only 6 out of 1,000 men in America are getting married. Another comment. There are also a shortage of high-value women, and all there is left are freeloading cows with nothing to show for. Why is it that the news always covers what women want in the dating scene, but never what men want? Never have I seen the mainstream media do one segment on why men are refusing to get married. Oh, that's because if they did, that is air that men wanted, which is a fit, friendly 18-year-old virgin with no tattoos, no debt, and aspires to be a wife and stay-at-home mother. There'd be a riot. These feminists will short-circuit and claim that's all the isms, and boycott the advertisers just because they aired men's standards. Another comment points out, because of female hypergamy, the more money women make, the harder it is for them to find a husband. Income equality leads directly to misery. Exactly. That is Red Pill 101. I bet even as low as the marriage rates are, there are still a couple of suitors that they qualify for them, but because these men make similar or the same amount of money, these feminists think they deserve better. The comments section are men saying red pill type comments. You know MGTOW is winning when you find red pill comments on random videos in random parts of the internet. The last comment says it perfectly. Well, there you have it. Women admitting they don't marry for love or companionship.
Yep.
Nope, it's about one thing and one thing only. Money. Since that is the case, why bother with relationships, marriage, or anything else serious with them? Stick to hookups. Hit it and quit it. Stop paying for it, which is all marriage is these days.
I actually agree with that.
Don't be this guy. Dude is so happy watching his wife dance suggestively for millions of random men online. A woman that loves her man only wants to show that side of herself to him. I don't have anything against dancing, but let's be honest. We all know why she's dancing like that. And it's not just for his eyes. She clearly is craving the attention from, well, she posted it publicly, didn't she? How do you think your wife acting like this publicly online makes you look, bro? That's so tough.
Social media has normalized simp culture, and the sad part is that guy isn't bad looking. He just doesn't value himself or isn't aware of what's really going on. Sadly, he's not going to truly find out the gravity of the situation till she divorces him out of the blue and suddenly jumps into a new relationship or until he catches her cheating. Then he's going to look back at all the times his wife was twerking on social media and realize she was advertising herself like a Batman signal to Chads and Tyrones.
You know, I've been pretty fortunate that I've dated a lot of women after my divorce. None of them were like Instagram women. They had Instagram, but they didn't post often. Some of them had TikTok, but they don't post often. They just have it. They'll post food here and there. I'm fortunate. There's so many women that are like this that I've seen with other men. All my friends, all the other people around me have women like that. I guess if you can vet well enough before things get a little bit too far, you might be able to avoid some of the unsavoriness of social media or social media type women.
I guarantee her personal social media accounts are full of men in her DMs shooting their shot, including some athletes and entertainers. Another reason why it's not smart to allow your wife or girlfriend to be a social media star is because she's going to then have a target on her. As in, she's going to be a conquest or bucket list screw to the highest value men. It's the ultimate dunk to screw a chick with a large following, especially if she's in a relationship. This is the type of scenario someone's telling his boys over some drinks or a campfire. That
True.
one time he screwed a famous married TikToker while she was supposed to hang out with her best.
It's weird. None of my boys, we talk about this stuff. We don't talk about the women we lay with and stuff. This is like the old, like younger men probably do this. At least my friends, we're talking about life and shit's happening. We don't really talk about women like that.
Bestie at an Airbnb, or while she was supposed to be at a yoga class and they do it in the bathroom. Mark my words, this so-called couple influencers are on borrowed time. Eventually, something is going to give. Either she's going to cheat or live out another HOE phase, or she's going to think she's on the same level as a celebrity and divorce him to try to get with an A-lister because of hypergamy. Let's read the comments. The based guy in the video says, these types of guys have been psyoped into believing they're insecure if they don't let their girl post suggestive photos or videos online. Yeah, that's what these modern women do. They'll gaslight you and diminish your manhood by calling you insecure if you have a problem with them advertising their goods to the world, which is the act of infidelity. They may not be cheating at the time, but they're trying to cheat. That's like if you order a new car from an automaker and find out that the dealership you're supposed to pick up your car at in a week is advertising that same car with the same specs at a higher price. You'd feel cheated as you should. Another comment, she's a dancer. That's the excuse they use. Yeah. Today's dances were solely made for the strip pole, but because being a nasty woman has been normalized, with pride, these chicks can claim they're just having fun. Another comment says, insecure men I see. I don't know if he's trolling or being serious, but he got ratioed. Someone responds, nah, just high value men with morals, ethics, and respect. The simp responds, that doesn't make you a high value man. Sorta true. There are high-value men that don't realize their value, or are blue-pilled or outright a simp. But a high-value man who has options is not going to stand for this type of shit, because usually he's on the other side of the cheating equation. Especially if he has a social media following and a blue check, he'll see the married women or ones in LTR slide into his DMs. But he doesn't need—
I don't even understand the blue check. Can't you just pay for it? What does the blue check really do?
To be a social media influencer. High-value men, because they have many options, they're not going to stand for their love interest to act out of line because they'll drop her like a hot potato and find someone who isn't starving for attention and actually values the commitment with them. Someone replies, that's a cuck kind of comment. Yeah, this is exactly a cuck comment. A cuck comments, that's good if anything I see it more as an opinion and difference in profession. Me as a model and actor, I date women that are usually models and actors themselves, so I tend not to get offended if they post themselves. It's just like, yeah, everybody is seeing what only wants you. I think it's insecurity if you think your woman will be lost if she posts herself. I'd be hyping up my girl and she would hype me. Yeah, this guy is clueless.
Yeah.
Sure, actresses or models may look super good, but hasn't he heard of the casting couch? That means their auditions for an acting part or a commercial shoot is to sleep with the producer or producers. And I looked at that dude's profile. He's a wannabe influencer who pays $20 a month for the blue check. He's one of the typical Drake fans who puts up with anything just to be with a model or an IG thought. He's the type of dude that spends his whole paycheck on a Louis Vuitton belt or a white Gucci shirt to impress these thoughts.
I just told him that I want to get a divorce. And I know this was the best decision. It was for the both of us.
Mm-hmm. My crying.
And I know, like, it may not seem like it right now, but
Definitely a single mother. I see a baby seat back there.
And this is gonna be like the best decision for the both of us, and we're gonna be so much happier.
Oh, you look so happy, girl.
Because we're gonna find the person who was meant to be. And I'm not hurt. And I'm more so sad about how my kids gonna handle it.
Oh, your kids are gonna handle it.
Because I know they love their dad. I have faith that it's gonna work out, and everybody, including my kids, are gonna be so happy. And whoever decides they want to spend the rest of their life with me and treat me with respect and loyalty, that they gonna love my kids, and my kids gonna love them too.
Yeah, it's called The Father.
But I'm just, I don't know what to do. I don't know, like, what my next move should be. I don't know, like, how I'm gonna make money and, like, how I'm gonna do this on my own. But I know I have a strong support system, and I know everyone who loves me is gonna support my decision.
No, everyone that truly loves you will probably tell you what your decision you made is a fucking dumb one.
But I'm ready to finally let go. I'm finally ready to heal, and I'm ready to get back to myself. I'm ready to put myself first and find my happiness and find my purpose in life. Because I still struggle with trying to understand what I was put down here on earth for. Because I know it wasn't just to be a wife and a mom. Like, I have so much I can offer to the world, and I just want God
What's the best things?
reveal that, like, bring it out of me.
Feminism has just brainwashed these women so much. You put on this earth, yes, to be a mother, and yes, to raise a family. Just like men were put on this earth to father children and to raise families. That's what we're both put in here for. Except men are a little bit better at building society. You guys are just so damn good at taking care of the kids and the family.
I want to help the world. I want to help people. Help people that's in the same situation as me. I want to help people who are less fortunate than me. I just want to be a better person.
How can you help these people? You're not even helping yourself. You're not in a better position to be able to help yourself.
Process, I want God to work on me and build me to be the best wife I can be for my next husband. Because
why wouldn't you just be the best wife you could have been for the current husband or your ex-husband? Why would he build you up to be for someone else afterwards? How people view God and how God does things is so mind-blowing to me.
I know I'm gonna be someone else's wife. And I know I'm gonna have more children. And I know I'm gonna be so much happier a year from today. I just want to thank God for finally giving me the strength to walk away. Like,
stop thanking God for giving you the strength to break your marriage. I hear this so often, especially with HL Talk That Thoughts channel. All of these women, thank God I was given the strength to walk away from this man that provided everything for me, that took care of me, and you know, took care of our child, because I was lost.
It's been so long. I've been thinking about this decision for so long, and it's long overdue. Like, he was giving me sign after sign after sign, telling me like this is not gonna work, and I just wanted to do it my own way. I wasn't listening. I wasn't being obedient. I knew in my heart, in my mind, in my soul that we were done. It was over. I don't know how I'm gonna tell my babies, especially Ian. She loved her dad so much. But I know I gotta be strong. I gotta be so strong. Mentally, emotionally, physically. Like, I have to be strong for my babies. I gotta do what I gotta do to make sure that we taken care of.
No, you're not doing what you gotta do to make sure you were taken care of. Your ex-husband took care of all the bills. He took care of everything. You said he was a good father. The kids love him. But yet you chose to break that up. You don't give a fuck about your kids, girl. I have no sympathy. This doesn't fucking even warm my dead cold heart.
I know it's gonna be a very emotional weekend for me. And I don't want my babies to see me crying and being sad.
Well, it's too bad you made it this way. You chose it.
So, Lord, I just ask that you give me the strength to...
Oh, he gave you the strength to leave? Now you're going to ask him to give you the strength to be able to sustain yourself and take care of your things after you leave? Shut the fuck up.
Endure the pain, endure the healing process, and endure the evolution, because I'm about to evolve into the woman
a single mother,
to be the person I'm supposed to be, the wife I'm supposed to be, the mother I'm supposed to be, the businesswoman I'm supposed to be, the millionaire, the billionaire that I'm going to be. And
the best wife, the best mother, the millionaire, billionaire, the best businesswoman. Feminism fucked you up.
I just can't wait until I finally come to terms with it and I'm finally at peace in my life. And I know it's gonna work out the way that it's supposed to.
Yeah, you staying a single mother and alone with cats. It's likely in your future.
And that's it.
Sounds like she married a player or top percentile man because the kids love him. But apparently he's been getting some extra action behind her back. Like he's been going to MILFs' houses to get the extra sugar, if you know what I mean. These chicks want a 10% man, but not the consequences of being with him, which means other chicks are going to want him as well. As long as the bills are paid, the cheating is on the DL, and no one else is getting pregnant, these chicks should be thankful there was someone they're attracted to. But their ego is so big that it ruins a great situation that most women dream about being in. Also, her being a single mom isn't the hottest commodity on the dating market.
Nope.
Sure, she's going to get offers to screw, but no one worthwhile is going to want to be a stepdad. She talked about thinking about this for a long time, and that's what happens. Women check out of relationships months before they actually leave. What takes them so long is that they're just looking for a soft landing spot or a better man to monkey branch to. Them actually leaving a relationship is the tip of the iceberg, so you can predict if they've checked out months before they actually leave. If you see the woman you're with suddenly change her hair, and attitude towards you, and her schedule, it means she's found someone else or trying to find someone else, and it's only a matter of time till. This chick is so delusional thinking she's going to be a billionaire. Even if she became one, Oprah isn't married. Oprah's not with the man of her dreams. Lizzo is a multi-millionaire and she can't find a man of her dreams to marry or date. She shot all of her shots at male celebs and none of them even tapped it. So this chick just wants to be free to screw anyone. That's code word for being a boss lady entrepreneur. Let's see the comments. Someone says, this is definitely the hardest part of divorce. The kids are the ones that hurt the most. Then why get divorced? Especially since the stats say that kids are more likely to go to prison or be a streetwalker. If these modern women truly cared about their kids, they wouldn't.
Yeah, all she did was put her kids. She kept plugging her kids in there, how bad she felt for her kids, just to get more sympathy from people. That's how I saw that freaking plug of, oh, my kids are gonna be the one. Shut the fuck up.
Have them out of wedlock and they wouldn't divorce. They do everything in their power to succumb to their husband's standards, not call him abusive. Another dumb female comment. Congratulations, I told my husband the same thing on March 13th, 2022. My divorce was finalized yesterday. May the Lord wrap his arms around you and guide you. Who's going to tell her that it's a sin to get a divorce? These chicks quote the Bible all the time and claim to be a woman of God, yet they'll twerk in their Sunday dresses. They just want the benefits of church without the consequences. They want to be associated with the morals true Christians uphold, but not actually practice them. Dudes in the comments are saying things like, everything happens for a reason, glad you had the courage to leave. You got to move on, Angel. Yeah, they're supporting it for the rebound screw. They're doing that HBCU game, sweet talking these modern women by encouraging them to be boss ladies so that they get the easy screw. The Derek Jackson.
I actually do believe exactly this. A man guide is right. That there's a lot these players out there, the fuck boys out there. Yeah, they're doing this to get in easy. There's plenty of women that will fall for this, especially from a good-looking man.
Jackson playbook, where he tells these modern women, usually post walls, what they want to hear. Yep. And because he's handsome, they eat it up, and he cheats with his most attractive female followers. That's why he got divorced. So when people wonder why men aren't getting married, it's because it's so easy for these modern women to divorce. What's the point of getting married if the success rate is similar to flipping a coin? That's why MGTOW is getting more and more popular even with men who aren't aware of the acronym. Just know logically that marriage in the West is a bad deal for them.
As always, I wish you tremendous success. Now it's your shoutouts to Man Guide. That was damn good, Chow. Fuck you, women. Stop inserting your kids in for sympathy or whatever it is to benefit you. Start thinking about your kids to benefit them. Please like, subscribe down below. I really appreciate that, and I'll catch you guys next time. Ciao.